Station or driving IoT security innovation with a new type of standard and technology called Decentralized Identity, and I will show you in the next few minutes how we use it and in terms of IoT security and how we can gain compliance success with that. So my name is Markus Soppa, Managing Director at Filancore. I've worked many years, like over 10 years in the field of IoT security, and this was also the reason why I founded Filancore, because I've seen many problems out there, so I tried to fix the security issues when things coming to IoT especially. So we have identity-centric security solutions out there that helps you to become secure and compliant. But let's jump into the topic. We all face this vision here of hyperconnectivity, basically, like tons of millions of IoT devices, I know, but these should share the data with different kind of people, different kind of infrastructures, organizations, machine to machines, so we can enable and gain advantages when it comes to the end user or for the corporate side, right? But the thing is, we still lack in terms of trust and interoperability. And now on top, we are facing worldwide, not only in the EU, like cybersecurity is becoming mandatory also for IoT. So if you have like a connected device, generate data, transmitting this somewhere, so you are affected by the Cyber Resilience Act, basically. Doesn't matter if you only have the hardware or security or both. So you have time until December 2027 to fulfill all the requirements, and some of the requirements is also here the technical cybersecurity for your product. And this is a little bit where we want to focus on. And how we do it and how we see it is like, let's make this thing secure, the devices, our products, but let's also try and innovate the things so we are future-proof, basically. And how we do it is based on a technology called Decentralized Identity. In Europe, sometimes you use also this terminology self-sovereign identity. But overall, it's a new standard, new technology published by the World Wide Web Consortia, which is a really, really meaningful standardization organization in the World Wide Web. But to make it clear what I'm talking about, I like to compare it like to the status quo here. We have here the centralized identity world where I, for example, as a human being onboard in a new company, so someone in IT or HR create a profile, this represents my identity, and they define what can I access, what kind of data, and what kind of application I can use. Also, similar thing like login with Google, login with Facebook, we have in the World Wide Web and the services. We don't have to generate for each service a new profile identity, but the thing is, my personal identity here is controlled and owned by these centralized authorities and vendors, basically. And decentralized or self-sovereign identity works a little bit different. So here the concept is more like in the physical world where we have in our pockets our wallets and my identity cards, my credential, my claims, and I decide as the owner of these identity metrics who I want to share this data with and what kind of information for what kind of purpose, basically. And this is the same principle, but only on a cryptographic base here. And the cool thing is also it's not highly secure and I control the identity. I can use also the same kind of identity around the world because I'm global verifiable with that kind of approach. The other cool thing is with this new technology and standard, I can not only use it for human identities, I can use it also to write an organizational with an identity. And what we do at Filancore a lot, we provide these kind of cryptographic global verifiable identities with to the devices, basically, so we can enhance and secure any kind of use case. This brings us also to the point where we can use this new type of technology in a secure way, but also to become compliant. I'll mention here a couple of let's say, new upcoming regulation or already existing regulation like the Radio Equipment Directive. Now the next step is Cyber Resilience Act, but we see also EU Data Act and more. Also around the world are popping up where security becomes mandatory. And we try to see, hey, where can this new technology, this identity-centric approach, help us to become compliant? And the good message and the is that we have a high coverage of all these requirements when it comes to security. Like in CRA, I would say from a technical perspective, we cover 60% of all the needs with a baseline identity-centric approach. This is the message here. If you want to have more information how we do it exactly in CRA, let me know so I can send you over some slides and some more details. At Filancore, we enable basically to use of these new type of identity and technology without the need of the deep knowledge, without a huge security army in your company. So it's also very easy to use and to integrate it for small and medium companies. We have here a platform for the management of the identity and the credential and access rights. We have also the capabilities and features to implement it more nearly to your IoT use case. For example, plug and play like into your device. You can perform also over the updates, build trust in the security and the data of the device itself. We can also, with the wallet, provide authentication, authorization device to human identity as well. But let it make it more clear and more easy to understand. So I brought here some use case. We are working with Hanna und. It's a German company, a mid-sized company. They are producing this smart device, I would say. It's a healthcare device for people who have issues or are older, and the people are the family members, for example, are worried about them, but the person wants to still stay at home, basically. So this device can somehow monitor the person, the daily routine, because it's connected to the power supply sensors, the water consumption, and some other movement sensors. And if the person does something else beyond his daily routine, then this device can inform your family members, for example, or in the worst case, can also set an emergency call. We also have here like apps and services here integrated, like a bank account with a daily limit the person can spend. We have here food delivery, food order services, and more. So, and also we can here protocol all the things like a healthcare taker or a person who helps you in your daily routine, like cleaning the household or helps you with some medical issues, can here protocol also things. So this device is very helpful, but we have a lot of sensitive data and information, a lot of connection to different kind of service providers as well. And this company is a mid-sized company and asked us, because they don't want to handle the whole security stuff with the traditional solutions like PKI and certificates, can we do it with decentralized identity and replace the solution and make it more easy and seamless to use for everyone? And the answer was yes. So we figured out and built this concept. We call it Zero Trust for IT and Data. So we built for everyone, especially for the end user, so older person typically, a password-free authentication. We also we are able now with decentralized identity set up rules who can access this device, for what kind of reasons, and for what kind of purpose, for a specific time, for example, to change configuration if needed, for remote maintenance, so we can do that as well. We can also perform secure over-the-air updates, so it comes especially with the needs of the Cyber Resilience Act for patching security vulnerabilities. That's a very needed requirement there. And of course, we can guarantee the data generated from sensors and the device itself, send it to the services, is highly secure. They can make sure this data is really coming from this device, it's not tampered, and was generated at a certain time. So overall, this whole concept of decentralized or self-sovereign identity had a huge impact for Hanna und and all the stakeholders. We have a highly secure and always up-to-date device. We could reduce the cost of security for Hanna und, the company itself, like 5 to 10 times. That saves them like a couple €100,000 every year, basically. And of course, we made everything easy to use for the service providers and also for the end user, the older people. They don't have to handle any passwords. And we got also from a German authority the good message that with our approach here, we cover these Cyber Resilience Act technical requirements for the product as well, and we are already GDPR compliant. And the next step would be that we look into the medical device security standards and gaining compliance there as well. So this is overall how we use it, how we see and how we innovate also such use cases here, make it everything secure and interoperable for your needs, for your business models of the future. So thank you very much. If you have questions, I'm open now. If you want to have some more information, I'm also able to send you some slides for more details about the Cyber Resilience Act and how we cover the requirements. Thank you very much.